Do I really have to fill out this form? It's what we're talking about today in the eCentral Business Show, Keeping a Straight Face with Laura Sillano from Pod Financial.
Good morning.
They're a resident expert mortgage broker. Now, why is there so many forms when it comes to mortgages? Laura?
So before I answer that question...
Oh, advice? Is
Yeah,
this advice?
no, it's not advice.
So you need to do a disclaimer about filling in a form? I don't know, we're about to find out.
Well, it's never advice. Do I really need to fill out this form? Yeah, I know. I hate them too. Forms are a really efficient way to get information. So when we complete an application to the lender, we effectively put all of your data into an online form that then goes to them so that they can assess your file. And the more accurate the data is, the better possibility that we're going to have a really smooth transaction. So a form is a great way to get a lot of information in a concise way really quickly so that we can do our job effectively. So the answer is, do I need to? No, because we have other ways of gathering information, and we always verify your information against your supporting documentation anyway. So we never just go on what's on the form. But a form is, it's a really simple way to do it. If you don't like filling out forms, a really terrific way to do it, I have found, is to actually have a cup of tea or a glass of wine next to you as you complete that terrific task, and before you send it in. But we do need the information on there.
Yeah. Well, how about when you draw a blank on something, you go, look, that's not relevant, surely.
Don't worry about it, because we'll ask the questions anyway.
Okay.
If there's anything that's missing, we'll still ask the questions.
Okay, so fill in the blanks is something that will happen eventually, if it's necessary.
If it relates to your circumstance, we will find it.
Because that's, I know from my short, disastrous foray into mortgage broking, is that what happens around that stuff is the lender has to show that even into the future that you're going to be able to service the debt or service the loan, or they're not binding you into something that's going to cause drama in the future. Correct.
So we need to demonstrate that the loan that we're putting our clients into is not going to cause them financial hardship. Okay,
it's crystal ball, but still they've got to do the best they can, yeah?
Well, I mean, nothing in the future is certain, is it? You can't, it's not possible to know with 100% accuracy what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes, let alone the next hour or year or whatever. And the loan contract is normally for most people is a 30-year term. So we're working on a modelled scenario based on historically what you have done to go, the probability of you continuing to do that is fairly high. So say, for example, things like if you've been with the same employer for 11 years, for example, and you earn, I don't know, $110,000 a year, and you've been with that employer for 11 years, then the likelihood of you continuing to earn 110 or maybe higher, probably higher because your wage should go up, and continue with that employer is fairly high. If you've swapped employment for, or had 5 different employers in the last 3 years, or 6 or 7 different employers in the last 3 years, which we discover on your form.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, because you fill out multiple lines now.
Yeah, then what that means is that, that's going to probably raise questions for the lender to go, how stable are you in your employment? And moving forward, is it likely that you're going to have that kind of variance again? So,
Fill in the form. Fill in the form. Okay, very good.
Some people, their affairs are that complex that filling in a form is not going to, their affairs are so complex that to fill in the form, it just does simply not fit in the form. Like I have clients who have various directorships, for example, like they're self-employed, they've got a number of different entities that they operate in, and a form is not designed to capture that. And so the only way that we deal with that type of client is that we actually do meet with them and go, okay, tell me about this, tell me about that, and we end up drawing their structure.
Okay.
Because it just won't fit in the form. But for most people, a scenario will probably fit into something that's easily...
And you'd like to think that they've thought about the form structure, and so it actually does ask things in a way that seemed to make sense as well.
Yeah. We want to.
So follow through, yeah?
Yeah. So we'll generally on a form, we will have particular things like your contact details, your employment history, your income and expenses, your assets and liabilities, what you want to buy, so what the security for the property is, and what loan amount you want.
Oh, fabulous. There you go. Okay. So if you want a form or you want help filling in the form, you talk to your favourite mortgage broker, yeah?
Yeah, we'll always help you. We're filling in the form. We don't just leave it to you by yourself.
Okay, tremendous. How do people get hold of you, Laura Sillano?
Well, you can contact me on mobile, which is 0422 320 497, or you can also email through to the office, which is home@podfinancial.com.au.
Okay, some fabulous assisting information there and encouraging you to fill in the form, obviously. And we'll speak to you next time, the eCentral Business Show.